Hi, and welcome to the third of these Excel tutorial videos. This time we'll be looking at the left, mid, and right functions. Now, these are kind of weird functions in that they allow you to, what they do is that they return a series of characters based on what you tell them to do. So, let's say you have this data system over here and you think that looks odd. Well, it's because when you exported your data from whatever thing you're using, it combined three of your columns. So now you're thinking, well, what can I do? Well, it's actually not terrible. So we'll start by looking at this color kind of column. So it's basically split into color, reaction time, and then just a yes or no question that they were asked or something like that. Something very simple. So let's look at color first. So initially we'll, like every function, we'll do an equal sign, and then we'll type in left. And as you can see, it kind of gives you the description of what it does. So then let's do parentheses, select the text, and then we have to tell it how many characters we want to return. So now if we look at the column, we see blue and red. Now, to be safe, we'll do 4 because blue is longer, and thus it will cover the whole range of letters that we need. And we close parentheses, and there it is. And now, just like we've learned before, grab the little black square and drag down, and there's everything. Now for reaction time, we could, actually never mind, we couldn't. So what we'll use is we'll do the mid function, basically the same thing as left, but it starts in the middle. So this time we'll need the place where we want, so text, A2 again, start numbers, so this is how many characters in from the left it'll start grabbing characters. So again, let's do probably 4 or 5. 3, 4, 5 should work because that'll grab the first decimal. And then how many characters we want it to grab. So in this case, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, let's do 5 again just to get everything. And you can play around with those settings. It really varies on what you want. And as you can see, on some of them, it gave us an extra little space here. And that can be an issue because, look, I'll try a little sum function. So if I try to add these up with those spaces in there, it'll give me 0. That's not what we want. So what we'll have to do is we'll have to clean it up a little. So let's create a new column. And let's just say corrected. So what we'll do is this little trim function. Basically what trim does, it gets rid of any unneeded spaces. So say you copied something from another spreadsheet or from the internet and it had like a bunch of spaces and then a word and then a bunch of other spaces. This basically just gets rid of those spaces and just leaves you with the word. So as you can see, it didn't really do anything to that first one, but if we scroll down, you'll see now it will just have pure numbers with no spaces between them. And that's very nice because it's very useful. So now for this answer one, we again could use the mid function, but it's not. There's a proper function to do this one. It's called the right function. So basically it does what the other ones do, except it starts from the rightmost and goes in. So let's tell it to do the A2 text again, do a comma, and then let's do 3 because we want to get the yes, which is the longer of the two, which is 3 characters. So 3 characters it is, close it, and there it is. Now you could trim this one as well, but I'm guessing you can't average words. Actually, I know you can't average words, so there's not much of a point. You still could, and we'll do it anyways just because it gives me something to do. So corrected. Oh, and the thing I keep clicking up here, if you have a small kind of column like this and you want to see the full title, if you double click on this line, it expands to fill everything. So you'll see the entire thing. I figured I should explain that so people aren't wondering what I'm doing. So equals trim and the text, and there it is. There we go. This showed up because it's getting mad that it changed on the other side, but don't even worry about it. You really care about this column. Usually the errors will be explained, but if it works, I wouldn't worry too much about it. So there it is. Those are pretty simple formulas, but they can help a lot, especially in cases like this where whatever program kind of mixes up your data. It's happened before. So now you know how to fix it. And it does take some playing around, especially with counting characters and whatnot. But it's fairly doable usually. Well, that's about it for this one. So hopefully we'll get another video out soon.